Hey, friends and family, this is SP, and today we're talking about dating. It is Sunday. This is our third part of our series of dating tips and how to date, when to date, where to date, and who to date. And today we are talking about the do's and the don'ts when dating. There is a list of things that you do and a list of things that you don't, but we're not going to talk about the whole entire list. We're going to talk about just a couple of things to do and don't at the beginning of dating someone. So here we go. The first thing we need to say, and this is a do, so this is something that you do when dating someone. First of all, when you're dating someone, you have to keep the communication open. So you have to call that person and sometimes just to find out how's their day or what they're doing. Now, don't be so nosy, like where you going, who you with, who you just talked to, because this is the beginning of a relationship. And no one likes to tell their business or, get permission. Can they go to the store? So just call, and sometimes even just call for that second date, or ask them would they like to come and join you for a walk. So always keep the communication open. Always. Here's another thing that is a do. You do want to always talk about your goals. Let that person know that you have things that you are trying to get and come after in your relationship. As far as your work ethic, when are you going to retire, or are you going to open up a shop? Let them know these things. And even when you tell someone your goals, they'll know if they can fit into those goals or not. You do not want to be with someone that's going the other direction. Okay? Now, here's a don't. Do not talk about ex relationships, because no one wants to see in your dark hole. If you start talking about an ex relationship, whether it was good or bad, that person's going to take it into you're comparing, or you will compare. And if it was something bad, they're going to look at you like you might say these things about them. If it was a good thing, they're going to be thinking you might still be in love with the person that is now your ex. So never talk about an ex in the beginning of growing a relationship. It is a dark hole. Remember that. It's a dark hole. They're not going to get it. So just don't do it. Here's another don't. Do not move so fast. Let it just happen. If you move fast, a person's going to think, are you desperate, or what's wrong with you? Or especially if you're a very attractive person, they're going to be thinking you're pulling their leg, and they're going to take off running. So don't move fast at all. Just let it happen, because you want it to be natural, and you don't want to come off as someone that's pushy either. If they're not feeling you, they're not going to feel you. But if they are feeling you, you don't have to worry, and you don't have to rush it. And while dating, this is something that you want to do. Even though that sometimes you thinking about that person, you don't need to call them every 5 minutes, or when they call you every 5 minutes. Just relax. Give you time to, generate some of those emotions and feelings and missing that person. Read a book, watch a show, go to a show. And, when they call, you don't have to answer on every phone call and stand by the phone. You get out and do something yourself. And when they call you, don't respond so quickly. You don't have to respond. They call you at 7:40. You call them back at 7:41 or 7:40.7. No, just relax and call them about 10 o'clock or call them the next day. And this here is a pet peeve of mine. Do not settle. And the reason why I say do not settle is because if this person, and you see that they are not someone that you are really feeling connected to, you're not going to connect to them, because you're going to connect or you're not. So don't settle. It's not going to change for the better. Now, here's the thing. The people that do settle, they regret it later. They may be together or they may not be together, but they do regret it later. So it's not a relationship you want to regret. Just don't settle. I mean, they're not going to have everything in one big package like you like, but if they don't have nothing, don't settle just to have someone. Okay? Now, last but least, I always tell you guys, let the person that you are dating know that you are interested in that person. Now, I'm not saying get really quick, really fast, and lay down with the person. I'm saying you can flirt, the eye contact, touching a person is, they can connect, or they're not going to connect. You'll know really quick. But if they're connecting with you and you're not afraid to touch them and they see that you're comfortable with them, then, you're starting to move in the right direction. This is the end of our today's lesson. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.